Of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Daron Payne forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. A run here for J.D. McKissic. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. He gets it to Sims, complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2nd and 7. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Brings up the 3rd down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Fitzpatrick. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
We're scoreless after 1.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. J.D. McKissick, a 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Reset. Mike, 55. Mike, 70 Ranger. Not here. Check 31. Shoot.
Now Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Gibson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Gibson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Fitzpatrick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Azeez Ojulari. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. And here's a give to Gibson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Mike. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Back to the ground with Gibson. Down right around the 25. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now Fitzpatrick. Completes it to Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down, Washington.
Fitzpatrick now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Jones on 1st and 10. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones.
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Back.
On 2nd and 10, Jones throwing deep for Golladay. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
7 Pirates. All day.
Jack! Big edge. Mike 55.
Operating from the gun. Jones flushed out right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I'm coming for you. You mom. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check 50.
A final shot before break. Jones going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
29 is Mike 29. I got one. Regular. Watch the ship.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And just shutting him off there. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Fitzpatrick. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Check.
Now Saquon Barkley. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down at 7. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third down, Barkley. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's fourth down. Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
8 yards to go on second down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. That's caught at the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
First down, Washington.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Out to the right to Humphries. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Fitzpatrick, a quick throw. Touchdown, Washington. Adam Humphries from 4 yards out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Dustin Hopkins, the kickoff for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
55 is my guy, 55. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Shit. 49, check 49, check 49.
To throw again. Jones. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Back to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Alert.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But it'll be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18 Rattler. 55 is my guy, 55. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Tight dog. No.
Throwing again. Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 22-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. He's got his target. It's Humphries. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Fitzpatrick now from the 50. He'll let this go for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Giants 10. Dustin Hopkins, the kickoff for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's Jones throwing on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mike 52, Mike 52. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Back to throw. Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Check 13, check 13. Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
55, right there in the middle, 55. In your face. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch it, 5. Watch the out, watch the out. Come 19. Mike 5. Let's get the ball. Switch. Check 99.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Don't get nervous.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Hurt. I got one. Mike, 50. Back in 60. 55. Hey, eat. Watch the screen. On the ball now.
Throwing, Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
D-line, get that quarterback. Slam. Jim.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike, 3. Right there in the middle, 55. He runs. Hey, check Mike. Watch it, 5. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Watch the twist. Watch the safety creep.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington is going to win the football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one, because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Throwing here, Fitzpatrick. He'll look downfield for Humphreys, and this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. He gets it to Humphreys. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this